Okay, Rohini has asked how to be a classical homeopath, from where to start, as I prescribe on my materia only. So, and Bhavnesh is asking how to improve case taking skills. So, Rohini, I'll ask you a question first. How to be a classical homeopath? You say that you rely on materia only. So, relying on materia medica is not against being a classical homeopath. The classical homeopath is somebody who basically follows the basic principles of homeopathy. And what are the basics? Those 7 cardinal principles of homeopathy that you studied in the first year. What were those 7 cardinal principles? The law of similia, the law of minimum, that those basic ideas, that you give single remedy, minimum dose, one remedy at a time, based on individuality and totality of symptoms. Now, even if you are using materia medica, you have to follow the same principles. You cannot use materia medica in isolation. At the end of the day, you are making some clinical judgments based on your principles. If you are using remedies based on materia medica, you are still using them on the basis of similimum. So being a classical homeopath doesn't mean you have to do something special. You just have to do the basic homeopathy. And if you do basic homeopathy, follow the basic fundamental principles of homeopathy, you are a classical homeopath. Classical homeopath doesn't mean that you cannot repeat the medicines, you cannot change the medicines. What classical homeopathy asks you to take the case properly, analyze it, repertorize it, and give one medicine at a time, and give it in the least possible dose. Least possible dose doesn't mean that you use one dose for the patient and just do not repeat the medicine. That is not classical homeopathy. That one dose, wait and watch Postology was 4th edition. In 5th edition, the Postology changed. You can dilute the potency centesimal scale and then you can repeat it every day. In 6th edition, we moved to 50 millisimal scale. You can again repeat the potency every day. So classical homeopathy is very, very flexible. Materia medica is just a tool. Organon is just a tool. Repertory is just a tool. You need all those tools to practice, but you have to practice on the basic principles. If you practice on vague ideas, on therapeutics, on fundas, then of course you have a problem. But if you're following the basic principles, that is what classical homeopathy is. Using materia medica is not against classical homeopathy. We all use materia medica. Nobody can prescribe on the basis of Organon. You can make prescribing decisions on the basis of Organon, but you cannot prescribe on the basis of Organon. So I hope that answers your question.